adults are teaching children, because they are all children in truth. Very few know that the entire secret of the religious life, of bringing God into your world, is not how much you go to church, or how much church work you do, or how many ceremonies you go through, but to what extent you have learned, let us call it the word omnipresence. How much you have learned that the place whereon I stand is holy ground, that I and the Father are one wherever I am, in a ship at sea, or a plane in the air, or a submarine under the sea. Where I am, God is. And then the ability to bring this humility. If I speak of myself, I bear witness to a lie. God does not impart its glory to another. God does not give his glory to another. Therefore, don't try to be spiritually powerful, be spiritually humble. And let God's grace perform its functions through you or as you. You are not the actor, the doer. You are the transparency. God functions through consciousness, as consciousness. God functions through individual consciousness, and that becomes your consciousness when you have learned to meditate and to be still. Be still and know that I am God. And here you have the profound secret. Each one of you can say I. Therefore, each one of you knows that I am at the center of your being. Now you know that I am God. Therefore, be still. Be still because I am God. And I know your need before you ask it. And it is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And so we come to what has always been a mystery in the Christian religion. And that is the meaning of my peace give I unto you. The peace that passeth understanding. Now, my peace can come only from me. That means from I. And therefore, when you are still, I, in the center of your being, am with you. And I go before you to make the crooked places straight. I go to prepare a place for you. And my peace give I unto you. And I am your bread and your wine and your water. I am your resurrection. Even if you are sick unto death, I am your resurrection. Only be still and know that I am that. Be still. No matter how sick you seem to be still. And let I, in the midst of you, perform its functions. You will find that I am your bread, wine, water, meat. I am the resurrection. I am your life eternal. Rest in me. Be still and let I function. So we will meditate on that. As a rule, when we meditate, it is because we're going to God. We have a problem. Maybe physical, mental, moral, financial, maybe business, maybe human relationships. We usually have some kind of a problem. We go in because we know that in our meditation we will get a solution. But we must not forget that there must be one period at least every day in which we meditate without any problems, neither for ourselves nor for others. Sometimes in our meditations we don't always go because we have our own problems, but we go for our patients or for our students. But there must be at least one period every day when you do not go into meditation for a patient or a student or even for any problem concerning yourself, when you go only for the pure experience of meditation. That is the richest experience of all, because it is in that experience that the graces come forth about which you have no knowledge, about which you could never dream, which you could never plan for yourself at all. And it is then that the spiritual riches begin to pour forth, but in forms that the human could never ask for himself or dream or think of. It is in this period that we can really say, "Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth," and I'm not telling you what I'd like to hear either. And then as we feel that presence, something takes place within us that will have an externalization of a far different nature than anything we ever thought of or dreamed of. We really don't know what God can give to those who love God. We really don't know the extent of spiritual blessings. We only know the things that we already humanly know about. But we have no idea of those things that we cannot dream about. And it is for that reason then that we go as if we were going into a newly discovered land, not knowing what we were going to find when we get there. Maybe all wild beasts, but then there may be lots of gold and silver and diamonds and jade too. And we don't know. We're going into unexplored territory during this at least one meditation period per day, when we don't know where we're going or why, except that we know we're going into meditation to be receptive and responsive to that still small voice. It is then that you learn principles that you never knew before, and that no one ever taught you, and that perhaps may never have been revealed before. Or you may bring forth compositions of music, melodies that have never been heard on earth, or gems of art, or literature, or healing, whatever direction your life work is taking you. For that reason we have this wonderful passage, "Thy grace is my sufficiency in all things." No outlining there, just thy grace. And then God's grace takes the form necessary to our human completeness and fulfillment. Thank you.